Hi guys, welcome back to my channel English in a Blink, and today I'll start by asking you a question. Yes, and you have to answer me honestly. Have you ever wondered when do you have to use your present perfect? When is it that you have to use your past simple? When is it that you use your present simple? Oh my god, so many questions in regards to tenses, isn't it? Sometimes you wish that you had some tips which could help you out in regards to tenses. Did you? Well, if you did, then today is the lesson for you because I am going to be giving you some tips like which tense to use when. Without wasting time, let's go. Okay, so starting with our past perfect, which is a problem for many. All right, so use your past perfect for an action which is completed before another action in the past. Okay, so let's say we use our past perfect when two things are happening in the past. All right, so two past, one and two. So look over here, the plane had already left by the time I got to the airport. So as you can see, both these things I'm talking about me going to the airport, all right? And both these things are about past. So one is I got to the airport and the other one is a plane left, okay? So as you can see, two things got to the airport, plane had left. So as you can see, did the plane leave before I reached the airport? Yes, it did, okay? So this action happened before. So when two things are happening in the past before the past. The things that happened first is when you use your past perfect, all right? So that's what you use your tense past perfect to describe action before the action. And that's the reason, it's common to use already. So the plane had already left. So had and left, this is how you form your past perfect. How? With your had and past participle. That is the third form of the verb, okay? So the plane had left already by the time I got to the airport. Is that okay? So two things happening in the past before the past. Similarly, if I say I missed the bus, why? Because I had woken up late. So now again, two things happening. I missed the bus and then why? Because I had woken up late. All right, so you understand. Two things, missed the bus, woke up late. What happened first? Yes, my waking up late happened first. And that is the reason you'll say, I missed the bus because I had woken up late, okay? Or I had woken up late, so I missed the bus. All right, so that's your past perfect. Moving on to the next one, next tip, use the past perfect continuous to express how long something had been happening before a moment in the past. Okay, so again, as you can see, this is your past perfect. So past, so all past tenses are going to be talking about past time. But with past perfect continuous, you use this to express how long something had been happening, okay? So they had been playing football in that field before it started to rain. Like it says, before a moment in the past. So they had been playing till when? Before it started to rain. And always remember, it will answer the question, how long? They had been playing football in that field before it started to rain. Okay, so it is always focusing on the action and how long something happened, because again, it is about continuous. All right, moving on to the next one is use the past simple to express something that happened in the past, continues to use the past simple when telling a story. All right, so when you're talking about past things, all right, you're telling a story and you're talking about, oh, let's say I woke up late, I missed my bus, and then, I was late for my meeting, all those things. When you are telling them in chronological order, the way something happened, use your past simple, all right? Always you use your past simple to express something that happened in the past, something which is gone. And then you can keep on using if you're talking about something like in chronological order, all right? One after the other, past simple, keep it simple. Then use the past continuous for an action which is interrupted by another action in the past, all right? So you use your past continuous with your past simple. For longer action, we always use a past continuous, and something that interrupts, that is with past simple. So Alan was cutting the grass the other day when the snake appeared. All right. So the action of cutting the grass was happening and it was interrupted. Why? Because the snake appeared. All right. I was I was watching television on my sofa when suddenly I heard a noise. All right. So you are always remember that you are going to be talking about past continuous, longer action, which will be interrupted by past simple. Okay. Next tip, use the past continuous to express something that was happening at a specific hour of the day in the past. So again, you are going to be using it with something in the past that was happening for some time, specific time in the past. So I was not sleeping when you got home at 2 last night. All right. So again, I was not sleeping, talking about something to express something that was happening. So what was happening? I was not sleeping. And at 2. Okay. When using yesterday, last week, 3 weeks ago, or other past time expressions, use the past simple. And why is that, people? If you're using the word yesterday, if you're using your last week, all right, that means you're giving a clear time indicator that this is past, which is gone. Okay, so always remember, there are lots of people who confuse, they say, oh, I watched a movie. Oh, I have watched a movie yesterday. I have watched. This is not right, people. Why? Because when you say I have watched, that means you're using your present perfect. And then you're saying yesterday, that means you're using a time indicator, which is in the past. So two things are not matching, all right? When you're talking about something, past, gone, time is gone, use your past simple. I watched a movie yesterday, all right? I have watched a movie today. All right, when time is not finished, unfinished time, that's when you use your present perfect. So next one here is use the present perfect for something that begins in the past and continues into the present moment. So I have worked here since I graduated school. All right, so you're talking about something that started in the past. I have worked here since I graduated school. So I started in the past and still I am working here. Okay, moving on. Next one, use the present perfect when speaking about life experience in general. So when when you talk about your life experiences, like I have been to Japan, I've never broken my arm, all right, so things which become your life experience, you always use your present perfect. Then the next one, use the present perfect to focus on how long something has been happening up to the present moment in time. All right, so you can say I have worked here for 3 years. So you are talking about something, you're focusing on focus on how long something. So I have worked here for 3 years. So you're also telling that you're still working and you've been working for 3 years. So for this, you can use, I have worked here, I've been working, both ways. All right. So you can also say present perfect continuous and present perfect. And then use present simple to speak about routines, your habits, and things that happen every day. So I wake up at 6 o'clock. I love banana in my breakfast. That's actually true. And that things that you do every day, all right? I wake up at 6 o'clock. I eat banana every day for my breakfast. I go to school at 9. I sleep or I go to bed at 10. All right. Things like routine or things that happen every day. Past, present, simple. Okay. Present, simple. So next, oopsies. Oop, yes. Okay. Use the present simple with adverbs of frequency such as usually, sometimes, often. All right. So when you're talking about like we just discussed that with your routine, things that you do every day. Okay. So then you can use your adverbs of frequency like usually and often. So I'm usually late for meetings. That's not me though. Okay. I'm not. Okay. So usually or sometimes or often is what you can use when you're using your present simple. Then use the present continuous only with action verbs that express what is happening at the present moment. I'm sure you know that, when you're talking about continuous tenses, you use them only with, your uh, only with your, you don't use them with state verbs, all right? So use your present continuous only with action verbs that is expressing what is happening at the present moment. You can use them, with state verbs only when you're talking about something. Let's say you are doing something and you're in that moment. So when you say, I'm smelling a flower, all right? So this is like an action which can be seen, all right? Otherwise, don't use it with your state verbs, all right? So only when the action is happening and somebody can see you, I'm smelling a flower, okay? And then use the present continuous to express something that is happening around the moment of speaking. This is especially common in business settings to talk about current projects. All right, so we use present continuous to express that something is happening, at around at the moment of speaking. So something, so I am teaching at the moment, all right? And so that's the reason, when you're talking about business settings, so when people are discussing current projects, so you use your present continuous. So there are lots of things happening. Oh, I'm doing this presentation, all right? So that's when you use your present continuous. Then we have our will. So use the future with will to express promises. I will come to your party. Predictions. It will rain today. And when reacting to something that happened as you are speaking. All right. So two people are discussing, and let's say you go for coffee, and then you check. Oh my God, I forgot my wallet. So then your friend can say, oh, don't worry, I'll pay. Okay, so that's what will is about. So you express your promise. I'll come to your party. Predictions. It will rain today. And reacting to something that happens as you are speaking. So like I said, you went for coffee with your friend and you forgot your wallet and he offers to pay. Don't worry, I will pay. All right. Then we have used the future with going to speak about plans and intentions for the future. So going to always talks about when you already have a plan before you are speaking. Oh, I'm going to London this weekend. So going to talk about plans and intentions, something that you intend to do. Then use the future continuous to speak about what will be happening at a specific moment of time in the future. So I'll be having dinner at 7. So when you're talking about thing in future and at specific time in future, something that you would be doing. All right, that's what you expect to be doing. So I'll be having dinner at 7. Use your future continuous to do that. Then use the future perfect to express that what will have been done by some time in the future. So now when you talk about future perfect, you will express that something that you expect to have finished by that time, all right, in future. So I will have finished dinner by 7:30, all right? So I'll be having dinner at 7 and I will have finished dinner by 7:30. That's your future perfect. Then use the future perfect continuous to express how long something will have been happening up to a future point in time. So when you have your future perfect continuous, this expresses that you know how long something, so something will have started and it will have been, this will continue, all right, up to a future point in time. So in November, I will have been working at my college for 4 years. All right, so like it says here, so you will express how long something will have been happening. So in November, you are saying like sometime in future, I will have been working at my college for 4 years. All right, so future point in time, that means I'm giving a time like in November, I will have been working at my college for 4 years. All right, so that brings us to the end of this lesson, and I'm sure now you know when and how to use which tense. Okay, so if you like the video, don't forget to like and press the subscribe button. Until we meet next time, bye for now.